Hey, what's crack-a-lack in my sports betting beauties? Welcome to the Sports Junkie Podcast. You're listening to episode 14. Last episode, your boy was 2 for 4 with one OT loss, so my ego was going to take that as a 3 for 4 night, 75% on money line. Today, we're going to discuss my must picks for the March 23rd games. Let's dive right in, fellas. First game of the night, guys, I got New Jersey versus Philly. Now let's look at New Jersey. Blackwood gets the nod, and he's been impressive in his last 2 games, only letting in 3 goals and coming off a big win against the Pittsburgh Penguins. They've won 3 of their last 4. PK Subban has been playing more sound back there lately, I've been reading. Going back to Blackwood, he's been finding ways to win games in the third period, especially in the Pittsburgh game, making a ton of stellar stops in the third. Bratt and Palmieri have been playing great for the Devils, showing up on the score sheet almost every night it seems like. For Philly, Hart gets the start and his struggles continue. 4 losses in his last 6 games with a .875 save percentage and a .383 goals against. Philly's in the league's bottom category for shots on goal and power play percentage, as well as goals allowed and PK. Not the season they thought they were going to have with the roster they got. Their leading point getter in JVR has been off the game sheet for 4 consecutive games, being a -5 in that frame. Not looking good for Philly. Don't think it'll be enough for New Jersey, so I got New Jersey on the spread. Next game, I got the Nashville Predators versus the Detroit Red Wings. For Nashville, Pecorine gets the start, and he's been impressive in his last 2 starts, averaging 2 goals a game. Those games were Tampa and Dallas, so hats off to Rene here. Nashville has also won 3 of their last 4, with the 3rd win being against Florida. Things are on the uprise for Nashville right now. Tolvanen is playing great as of late, getting a goal and 2 assists last game, and pretty much just getting on the goal sheet every night in his past 5 games. And also Järnkrok playing very good, racking up the points in his last 4 games as well. Now for Detroit, Greiss gets the start, and he's been horrible this year with a 2-12-4 record with a 3-4-3 goals against. They have 6 losses in their last 9 games for Detroit. Offense not looking good with the league's worst power play percentages and shots on goal plus shooting percentages. And they have a defense to match with one of the league's worst PKs and give up a lot of shots on goals and goals against. So I got Nashville to take this one, guys. Next game, we got the Tampa Bay Lightning versus the Dallas Stars. Now for Tampa, Vasilevsky gets the start, and he's won a whopping 11 straight starts. He's locked up the Vezina. He's an absolute beast, freak of nature you could say. And as for Tampa, they've won 4 in a row. They've been feeling themselves. It's going to be scary when Cooch comes back to join that squad. They're first in goals with Point, Palat, and Stamkos stepping up. Power play is 2nd in the league, and Hedman looks to continue his Norris season as he's got that locked up as well. For Dallas, they have 5 losses in their last 7 games. They're coming off a shootout loss to Nashville last night, or a couple nights ago, so they'll be tired. Hudobin between the pipes, who's lost 10 of his last 13 games. He's not looking good. Ben been quiet with 3 points in his last 7 games. Radulov still injured for the Stars. Their PK won't be enough for Tampa's Peeper tonight. And overall, I don't think Dallas has enough to take this tonight, so I got the Bolts. Now, last game of the night, the Colorado Avalanche versus the Arizona Coyotes. Colorado turning it around lately is showing the league what kind of team they can really be. They've taken off in the last 2 weeks, outscoring opponents 32-8 and 24-6 in their last 4 games. Grubauer letting the organization know they can lean on him for a long playoff run. He's coming off a career-high 19th win and has won 7 straight. McKinnon with 9 points in his last 5 games, and his line mate Rantanen with 10 points in his last 5 games. They're heating up at just the right time. Arizona, their number 1 and number 2 goalies, are out with injuries. Adin Hill gets the start against one of the league's most dangerous offenses. Colorado went 0 for 3 on the Peeper last game against them and still won 5-1, so look for their Peeper to take a toll on Arizona's PK. Garland quiet with 3 points in his last 8 games. Keller 2 in his last 6. Their top gun's not looking good right now, and I don't think they have enough to beat Colorado tonight. I got the Avalanche. Now there you have it, guys. There's my money line spread for tonight. Hope you tuned in to hear these must picks. Give me a listen on YouTube at the Sports Junkie Pod. Like and subscribe, and let's win some money tonight, fellas. Let's get it.